Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. Welcome to the first episode of the season for the 94 Feet Podcast. We are back in the building. Uh, we are here, two-thirds of us. We are live in effect. I am wasting time as we wait for one of our people to come back from wherever he doing, because he just walked off. But I'm sure it's important. Low key, I don't think it is. But anyways, how you doing, Dre?
What's good, man? What is this? Is this season 4 or is this season 3?
I was just thinking about that. It's season 4 or 5.
I don't think
No, it's season
five.
4. No, this is
It's
season
4.
4. This
So
is
we're
season
kicking
4.
off season 4 of the podcast. Nice to be back in the building with my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, excited. Look forward to this time together. Let's go.
So like I was saying before, it's your boy Big Zeke. I'm here with my brother Dre.
Dre in the building. What's good, everybody? Season 4 on deck.
I'm also here finally with brother Kesey.
What's good, good people?
How you doing, man?
It's another season,
Another season.
another day of this month.
Well, new levels, new devils.
Yeah.
But before we do anything, as usual, well, you know what? If you're new to this, first thing we do is start off with injury report. Dre.
Injury report. The Memphis Grizzlies are without big man Steven Adams.
Still,
He's done for the season. He's done for the season with his right knee.
He didn't play last year though.
At the
He's done for the season, and it actually might be time for him to call it a career because injuries like this back to back. I don't know.
Like he was just out all the last season almost.
He didn't. So
he didn't play like the last 30 games for sure.
I know he was out for like majority of the second half of the season, and then I don't know exactly what happened. I just know he's having knee surgery, which is going to keep him out for the rest of the year.
Yep. The Portland Trailblazers are without Anthony Simmons. He is out with a thumb injury for 4 to 6 weeks. So that is the injury report to kick off season 4.
Season 4. He's also having like some surgery on his thumb. I didn't really catch the details.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, if you're new to the pod, we do shoot around where we talk about hot topics and stuff going on around in the NBA. To start off, ESPN dropped their top 100 players in the league. Did you guys get an opportunity to take a look at this list?
I looked at the top 10 because in retrospect, we never get to talk about anything beyond the top 10. So I did skim it, but in retrospect, I looked at the top 10 and quite a few missing faces. But if I could think about their rationale behind the why, I can see why people like James Harden aren't on the list. People like
James Harden, you talking about top 10?
Yeah, people like Kawhi Leonard isn't on the list. So I can pretty much tell why that is. Mm-hmm. People like Kyrie Irving's not in the top 10. So if you look at their list and their top 10, it's not a bad list, but it's certainly debatable having certain people where they are on that list. And when you're ready, I'm ready to go in on number 4.
No, I was just gonna say, you know what? This is what I'll do. I'll go over the top 10 really quickly.
Do me a favor. Do top 20 because I need to see something here. I need to see if ESPN politically made this list or if they did it on skill level. And there's 2 names specifically that I'm looking for.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Mm-hmm. Just looking at the top 50, this is political.
It's political.
It's political.
It's political.
And I'm gonna tell you, all you gotta do is think about. I'm gonna just say one number: 47.
Who is it?
47 is Victor Wingspan.
There's no way he's top 50 in the league and he hasn't even played 5 games yet.
Well, have you seen the 3?
Because this is why I want
because he can't. My thing is like
you
look at the 3 people behind him. There's no way he's better than them right now at this moment. Mm-hmm. Just looking at the 3.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: to not have James Harden in your top 10 is questionable.
Right now,
it's questionable.
I don't think it is, but go ahead.
To not have Kyrie Irving in your top 10 is questionable. No. To not have Devin Booker in your top 10 is questionable. To not have, let's see here, dude that just signed the richest contract in the league, for that kind of money, he's top 10 somewhere.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
No,
You know what I'm saying? So when you think about the top 20, I'm okay with the latter, but Kyrie didn't make top 20. James Harden didn't make top 20.
mm-hmm.
John Morant didn't make top 20.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Harden didn't make top 20. I may have said that already. Kawhi Leonard didn't make top 20.
I'm pretty sure
De'Aaron Fox didn't make top 20. So I have an issue that the way they made this list, what was the criteria? And what bothers me about ESPN, they just spit off people. Like there's no criteria in how they pick their top 10. So I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I just think their ranking is all wrong.
It's all the way wrong.
There's no way that Kyrie Irving is not a top 15 player.
And there's no way Tyrese Halliburton is better than Kyrie Irving.
There's no way that James Harden is not better than Luka, that he's not better than Shea, that he's not better than Jason Tatum. And I'm not a James Harden fan, but skill is skill. Come on now. Come on now.
This is what I want y'all to take into factor. That's what I want y'all to take into factor.
It's a lot of politics in this.
I can tell.
I can see that.
Because John Morant is top 10 for sure.
John
The
Morant-
only reason he's not top 10 is because of his chitty chitty bang bang incidents. Only reason.
I don't think. Here's my thing. Number one, I don't think Morant's top 10. To be honest with you, top
that
50.
again?
I don't think John Morant's top 10.
If he's not top 10, he at least top 15.
At least top 20.
Top 15, top 20,
And what do
top-
you rank?
I-
24?
20,
Top 15.
24.
So you telling me you're going to take Anthony Edwards over John Morant?
John Morant is 35. This is why I'm looking at this list like this. He's number 35. I'm looking at this list like this. So I'm looking at this besides skill, your availability, what kind of person you like, what you have done in your career, for whatever reason, this is what you've done in your career. So my thing about when I look at that, I think
So then Clay should be top 20 then.
no, he shouldn't. He missed
If you're talking about what he's done in his career,
if he's
and you
missed a lot of
calculate all
time.
that, calculate
He's
it,
missed a lot of time.
he missed 1 year.
Year and a half, which was significant.
So I think you're wrong in the sense of how they voted because it didn't say
It
top-
does. I think this one. I'm guessing. I'm not saying this is what they did. I'm guessing.
It says the 2023 NBA rank according to experts. So going into the season,
Yeah.
this is who they're saying the best players are. Wrong. Because here's the thing. If you're voting on something for a upcoming season,
Yeah.
you're basing it off the facts and the stats from the previous year.
Mhm.
And James Harden, John Morant, Kyrie Irving, although questionable with their off-the-court antics,
See, stop right there. That's the point. That's the point, though. Like, if you are a GM or so-called expert, can you count on James Harden, Kyrie Irving, John Morant
in the game, yes.
in the game? But I'm talking about on your team. I'm talking about on your team as a GM because I can't count on three of those. I can't count on none of those guys. You got John Morant with his chitty chitty bang bang. You got Kyrie Irving. I don't know if he's gonna think the moon is flat, and then all of a sudden, you know what? I think to take some time to move.
But
I don't
But
know.
he played the rest of the season now, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He got a big contract rewarded, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't get the contract he wanted.
But he got a contract.
He got a
renewed for some
contract.
serious cash.
He got a contract, but he didn't get the contract he wanted. I guess my thing about it is, can you depend on these people?
Even Jimmy Butler is not even in the top 10, and he took a
Jimmy Butler.
no name
Well, first of all, you
Heat
see
to
the
the
pick.
to the finals.
You see the pick. He's not.
What number was he?
Number 12.
Yeah, but again, I don't know. Other than Luka, I don't know.
I don't think Anthony Davis should be top 10.
LeBron
LeBron should be a number 11.
I would agree. LeBron
LeBron should be
based
top 5.
So
starting season
started
4
the
off
start.
like
Yep.
that.
So we started.
We started it out like that.
So
we
I'm gonna
started
tell you
season
like
off.
this: if you look at 1 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
if we're being fair, Joker should have been 1.
I don't think so.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Joker should have been 1. Arguably a 3-time MVP. arguably back-to-back NBA Finals MVP. They lost 2 games in all of the playoffs.
That's just 1 year though.
We're talking about current.
We talking about current.
No, we're not talking about the
We're looking at No, hold on a second.
You're speaking
And
out of
I'm
you're behind.
No, I'm
At the
speaking
end- at
from
the-
last
at the-
year.
listen,
I'm talking about
at
what
the
you've
end of
done
the-
in your career.
At the end of the day,
No,
Giannis is the best player in the league. I don't care what you say about Joker.
Consistently
or about
every
them.
year, Giannis is the best player
Giannis
every
is
year.
the best player.
I'm
Hands
not
down.
disagreeing, but I'm saying the ranking is based off how we ended the season. And you have to respect the fact that Joker is the reigning MVP, the finals MVP, and the NBA
So he
champion.
should get number 1 ranking.
He should get number 1 based off that.
I don't think so.
Come on.
Mur-
And there's not a better player in
Mur-
the Eastern Conference than Giannis.
Murray put them on his back in the finals.
He got number
Yeah,
17, so I don't
you
know
can
about
believe
that.
I mean,
And-
Joker
and
did his thing, but Murray put them on his back.
if you look at the top 3 players, right? We know Joel Embiid got that MVP because he was coddled,
Mhm.
right? He was coddled. That should have been Joker. Should have been Joker.
No, in
Yeah.
the other case, then Giannis should have 4 then right now.
Giannis should have 4. LeBron should have like 8 or 9, right? We get that.
So then, ain't no point in talking about it then.
But-
Because if it was a 5th, we all be drunk.
Not me. I'll get some water. You know, I'll pass the bottle.
What
But
about-
I'm looking at this top 10 list.
Mm.
I am okay with it. I think Luka's too high. I think if it were me to change it based on last season, and I'm a Giannis guy, but Joker would be 1. Giannis would be 2. Embiid would be 3. Steph would be 4. KD would be 5.
No.
Tatum would be 6. Shea would be 8. Luka would be 7. Anthony Davis would be 9. LeBron would be 10. Based off that list right there.
So okay, so this
Because
much.
LeBron's not the best player of these 10.
So you mean to tell me
Luka, Shea's not better than Luka.
So
Shea's a baller,
so
but
you're
I
going
can
off-
admit
so
he's
you're going
not
off
better
last-
than Luka.
So you're going off last year's statistics.
I'm going off of the 10 players you put right here going into the season. If you are a true analyst in this sport and you are rewarding players based on performance, based on winning, okay, based on what they meant to their team, then this top 10 has to be rearranged. That's all I'm saying. It's not way off, but based on what they meant to their team, LeBron shouldn't be above AD based on what they meant to their team this past season. Because it was AD that took them to the finals,
But LeBron,
the conference finals.
LeBron
Would you
numbers,
agree or disagree?
LeBron
disagree
numbers,
with that.
LeBron numbers shows that he should be in at least the top 6.
I'm not denying that LeBron is a
'Cause it-
top
'cause
10 player, but will we agree that Anthony Davis put the Lakers on his back in the playoffs?
No.
I-
What?
No.
No, because if that's the
no.
case, then they would have won.
No,
He
Denver
did
was a
not.
better team.
That was the
No.
problem. Anthony
Denver
Davis,
was a better team.
Anthony Davis didn't put them on his back. Just like the other
That's
night,
the problem.
he had another night where LeBron had to take over the end of the game because he didn't even score a point in the second half.
And LeBron's on minute restrictions too.
He was.
Not no more.
He was. If they want to win games, he got to play.
LeBron got to play. You know,
He got to play he got to play 35 minutes in order for them to win.
that's too much.
My thing about
That's too much.
my thing about this is you with your logic, Dre, is that you got Shea at number 8.
Mhm.
Besides Shea being what number 2 in scoring last year, number 3, he was top 5 in scoring last year. Besides that,
He made his team relevant. Nobody was talking
besides
about
that,
OKC. Nobody.
no.
Listen.
Besides that, what has he done?
What is Luca
Shea,
done?
Shea is
What
not.
do you mean, Lucas? Lucas
What
has done
has
some
Luca
things.
done?
Luca has done some things.
You forgot what he did to Phoenix?
Who?
Luka.
What-
We're talking about last season.
Talking about, okay,
Talking about last season.
like 2 seasons before that, what he's done to the Clippers. Like Luca has carried the Dallas Mavericks by himself to substantial,
What?
substantial
I'm gonna
spots
tell you
in
like
the
this.
playoffs.
I like Shea.
Shea, one and done.
He's not top. He's not top.
He's
10.
a great scorer.
He's
I
not-
didn't
he's
say.
top-
I
he's
didn't
top-
say he was.
He top 15, top 20,
top 15,
I
top
didn't
20.
say he was.
I'm
I'm
but
saying-
top 10 no.
I said based on this list. I said based on this
Because
list.
I'm taking Jimmy over him any day.
I'll take Jimmy over
I'll
him.
take Jimmy. I'll take James
I'll
Harden.
take Devin Booker
I'll
over
take
him.
Devin Booker. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the ESPN
I'll even
ranked him
take
top
Dame.
10.
I'll even take Dame and Anthony Edwards over him.
Dame was
So, okay, let me-
13 or 14.
So Dre just kicked his, he kind of rearranged it, but he kicked his top 10. Kesey, do you have a top 10?
based on this list, do you keep it or do you change it? How do you rearrange it?
I put Tatum 3, KD
Just
4.
give me 10, right?
Let's go through. Just go
I'm
through.
saying I'm keeping 1 and 2.
Oh,
Yep,
you keep it 1 and 2.
keep it
1
Okay.
and 2. Joker and Giannis
Tip for tat.
tip for tat, but
Interchangeable.
Giannis is just
They're
a little bit.
They're interchangeable. I get what you're saying.
Tatum 3, KD 4. And keep it Steph 5, Embiid 6, LeBron 8, AD 9, and Shea 10.
So we're not far off. I mean, I
Not
think,
far off. I'm
not far
going.
off.
If I'm keeping this same 10,
yeah,
because if it technically I wouldn't even have Shea in my top 10.
agree.
That's what I'm.
I would put Jimmy Butler at number 10
Okay.
or Devin Booker number 10, and Shea would move to like number 12, 13.
I would put James Harden in the top 10 and take out Shea.
James Harden would be in my top 15, top 20, but he's not my top 10.
So for me, it's I'll put Devin Booker at 10. I'll put I'm putting Devin Booker at 10. I put LeBron at 9. I put Jason Tatum at 8. KD at 7. Number 6. I'm going Embiid. 5. I'm going Steph. 4. Luka. 3. No, you know what? Give me Embiid at 4. I'll take Luka at 3. Joker at 2. Giannis at 1.
Oh, I forgot to put Luke in there.
And you know,
Luka should've been-
I think we all can agree like this list does seem a little political, but I guess I would have to be like you said before. They didn't say why what our criteria for this list, and I think bias comes into play here.
Well, because I even seen a list. I don't think it was ESPN, but I even seen a list where somebody has Zion as a top 20 player. Based on
some of these guys that made top 50, I'm like, really?
Based on what though?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it was more, stuff to the criteria, I'd be like, ooh, that'd be interesting. Moving on, the NBA will return to the East versus West format for this year's All-Star game, which I thought was interesting. I thought it was interesting, but when I first thought about it, I'm like, ain't that kind of I don't want to say it's
not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not. I was thinking that was not fair, but I really thought about it. I was like, okay, who's All-Star game? Who's on the East? Who's on the West? Okay, it's not that bad. Because I'm thinking like Steph, LeBron, KD,
Bradley
Devin
Beal.
Booker. I'm like, oh my god, hold on a minute. Victor Wingspan. Well,
Kawhi, Paul George, Klay Thompson.
but I could go the other side.
No, we're not done. Murray, Joker.
I can go the
Shea.
other way. I can go the other way.
Wait.
Embiid.
Cat. I'm not done. Anthony Edwards.
Some of those people ain't gonna make the All-Star game.
But they should.
No, they shouldn't.
Based on their top player in their top 10. Yes, they should.
Well, we're not basing on that. We based on
Okay, go ahead in the East.
My East. Well, my question is for y'all. This is my question. Give me your All-Star lineup.
From what? The Eastern
Your
Conference?
East and your West.
Oh, geez.
I'll start off.
Just the starting 5 or name the whole
starting
team?
5. We're not
Okay.
doing a whole team because you just named off 20 people. So I got 5. I got
that the West can pick from.
well, that's true.
That's what I'm saying.
But the East, just because you didn't mention him, Giannis, Embiid, Jason Tatum, now Leonard. I mean not Leonard. Dame, and Mitchell. So you got Leonard, not Leonard. Why I keep saying Leonard? You got Dame Dollar, got Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid. That's a solid starting 5. On the West, Joker.
LeBron.
Not LeBron. Well, LeBron,
He's
yeah,
gonna
but I'm
start.
going 4. 4, you go KD. 3, you go LeBron. 2, you go Devin Booker. And 1, you go Steph. Now, as you can see, we have an issue. I don't think Devin Booker gonna make it. It's probably gonna be Steph and Luka. It's gonna be Steph, Luka, LeBron, KD. It's because now we have to go by position. It kind of, now some people gonna miss the All-Star game. Let's just
Oh,
call it
a
what it
lot
is.
of people gonna miss the All-Star
So
game.
this could be very interesting.
And
but I
remember
do
how
like
the NBA is awarding their season awards this year.
Yeah.
It's based on All-Star selections. It's based on number of games
Games.
played.
Yeah. So it should be very interesting. So my question for y'all, I just named off my starting five for the All-Star game. What you got?
Which one you did first?
I did East, and then you do East versus West. So your 5 on your East, 5 on your West.
So on the Eastern Conference, I have at center Joel Embiid. It's like, how can you not?
He the only one over here.
Power forward Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly,
You got your other boy Jared.
you know, small
Depends what kind of year he has.
forward.
He's top 50, by the way. He's top 50.
Small forward.
Yeah,
Small forward. I mean,
Say it. It's Tatum.
well, the way that I was gonna say the way they do it in the East, the last three can be a forward or guard, but it has to be Jason Tatum. Your point guard has to be Dame, and your shooting guard has to be, to your point, it has to be Donovan Mitchell, or it has to be. See what I'm doing here? There's not many to pick from even a shooting guard.
James
It is. Zach Levine.
James Harden, if he shows up to work, Philly just told him to stop showing up to work.
What about Chris Middleton?
He's not a guard, is he?
He can be.
He's listed as a small forward.
He can be.
He's a
guard.
2-guard technically.
I'm not picking Middleton for any of my All-Star teams.
You got Mitchell. You could get
he need to not
Brown.
play anything extra.
You can get $300 million man. You
No,
can get him.
I'm good.
Wow.
We gonna go with we're gonna go with Tatum. We're gonna go with Dame Dollar. We're gonna go with James Harden, assuming he's in the East.
Oh, you get your West?
The West, it's identical to yours. I mean, it's the Joker, it's KD, it's LeBron. I'm not picking Luka, but it's going to be Luka and it's Steph Curry.
So if you don't have Luka, who you got?
Let me see. If I don't have Luka,
Because let me tell you something. The West is stacked with players.
If I don't have Luka, I'm taking Devin Booker.
Mm.
I'm taking Devin Booker. I like Booker more than Luka. I'm not taking away Luka's talent because he's very talented, but to me, Devin Booker's fun to watch. Luka is not. Say what I said.
I know you did. It'll be a clip.
That's cool. Clip these.
I mean,
I'm talking about my beard, man.
I agree with that. What's your beard?
So-
you said it's gonna be a clip, so I said clip these.
So yeah, I'm gonna say for the East, my center is going to be, like you said, it got to be Joel. Because ain't nobody else over there in the East right now.
Yep.
My 4, it's got to be Giannis because there's not a person better than Giannis over there. My 3, it's got to be Tatum because who else is it at the 3 besides Tatum? I'm not picking Brown. Definitely not.
Clearly,
You can go Jimmy.
Jimmy.
as a starter
Go
in the
Jimmy.
East.
You can go Jimmy.
My 2 guard gonna be Jimmy,
Mm.
and my 1 is gonna be Dame. For the West, Joker is the 5. Anthony Davis is the 4.
It won't happen that way, but that's a good try.
What?
It won't happen that way
Why not?
because they'll only pick. Well, they'll pick 2.
Anthony can play the 4.
That's true. They'll pick a center and forward, and then they'll pick three guards. Yeah, that's true. That's okay. Wait, but they don't list Anthony as a 4 though. They list him
They
as a
do.
center.
Yes, he do. That's his natural position as the 4.
That's his natural, but they list him on the All-Star ballot as a center.
No, you don't.
Yes,
No.
they do. That's why he didn't start last year over Joker, and he made a
Start because
reserve.
he's hurt.
But he still was. He made the reserves.
But he was hurt.
But he still
He's a 4.
you missed.
At the end of the day, he's a 4.
But he's listed as 7 foot. You're
Mhm.
not a 4 at 7 foot.
Yeah, you can be.
Yeah, you are.
So then KD is not a small forward then,
So is Victor.
because he's
Wingspan.
7 foot.
Victor Wingspan
they're
is a
paying
4.
him as a power forward. That is so dirty. That is so dirty.
Well,
They
he's
had
not a
him
big
and
man.
Steph jumping the ball. That was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, that was
That
pretty
was
funny.
Go ahead.
Steph know it.
He,
He is the gym.
why even jump? Why jump? Right? Like
Just to see what happens.
just see what happened. Right?
If he would have won that, that'd have been on ESPN for
Oh,
like
man.
5 days straight.
Victor would have
First of
been,
all,
would've
if
been
he-
done in the NBA.
First of all, if he'd have won that, Steph got some explaining to do. You got some explaining to do.
Mhm.
How you do that? But go ahead. You got your 4. Who you Anthony Davis. Who you got your 3?
Joker, Anthony Davis, LeBron, Booker,
Hmm.
and Steph.
It's good. I'm glad that Steph is getting respect around this table for a change.
But I don't know if you consider him a point guard or a shooting guard.
He's a shooting
He's
guard.
a point,
He's a
but now
shooting
he's
guard.
playing shooting guard.
He's
because
a shooting
because
guard. He's been a
CP3
shooting
is
guard
starting.
his whole career.
CP3 is
That's why
starting.
he's number 2 to Magic.
Because I'm only
That's
confused
why
now
he's
because a lot
number
of teams
2 to
are going with
Magic.
this 3-guard rotation, and nobody is technically a
Nobody's
point guard.
doing it except for Phoenix.
I was
And
trying
that
to
ain't
get
working.
to that. It was a joke.
And Bradley Beal's been injured too, so
Already.
ain't played. Yeah.
Already. That's hilarious.
Booker's out too.
Yeah, he got hurt first game.
Again,
It's just been KD.
Holding it down.
We'll see what happens.
It was KD against LeBron.
I know.
It's a good game too.
It was a good game.
LeBron got a lot-
KD
I can't believe LeBron got a little bit more in the tank than KD when it
Can we
came to
say
closing that game up. Did you see that game? No, I'm serious though.
Fine, let's go off the topic. Yeah, I seen the game. I did see that, but it was just KD though. And that game LeBron was doing, that's when he was getting the time restriction.
25 minutes. What he
That's
played.
what I'm saying. So if you do him like that and you got KD working
He still
all
played 36
He
minutes.
played 40 minutes. He played 40 minutes though.
LeBron played 36.
Against
Did
Phoenix, he did. He
Against
didn't
Phoenix, he
against
did.
Denver. He did
Oh,
not.
okay, yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
And then Anthony Davis is doing what Anthony Davis do, but that's a whole nother topic.
Mhm.
But the latest of the James Harden drama. James Harden had missed 10 days due to personal reasons. Returning to the team for the home opener, James was denied entry into onto the 76ers airplane. The NBA has got involved, wanting to know the valid explanation why the 76ers are not playing a healthy James Harden. What are your thoughts?
They are doing to James Harden what he's done to teams for the last 4 years.
I don't think so. But
Get a taste of your own medicine.
How?
Well, number one, you leave the team for personal reasons.
Stop.
You-
Hold on. I know you're gonna say that. He literally taking care of his mama. Low-key,
How
he
can
said-
you prove that?
He said it. That's what they said. He was taking care of his mama.
Okay. So James
Now,
Harden,
was he at the club? Probably.
James Harden starting the season, he started off in a full-blown interview dogging the GM, who is still the leader of the 76ers.
So it is.
He refused to show up to work and said he didn't want to play the 76ers. You know what that's like? That's like me talking trash about you and Kesey, knowing that I'm not coming back to the podcast. But, you know, say we were paid for this, right?
Oh, under contract?
Say we were under contract and we were paid for this. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm not coming back. I'm about to dog y'all.
Mhm.
But then in the final hour, I got to come back here.
I had told him stop you at the door.
You know what I'm saying? I got to come back here now and try to act like I didn't say bad things about y'all. I have to act like I didn't want to play for this team. I call Tone a liar, and I'm supposed to come back in his studio after calling him a liar. You hear this, Tone? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I supposed to do that? You know what I'm saying? That's what James Harden did to Phoenix. Okay, and more importantly, Philly. Thank you. And he did the well. He would have did. Didn't he play with Phoenix?
No, he played for
Okay, he wanted to go
Brooklyn.
to Phoenix.
Brooklyn.
He would have
He
did it in
would- he
Phoenix.
would
But
have
anyway, you come back to my team now after being gone 10 days.
Mhm.
You haven't practiced.
Mhm.
There's no chemistry.
Mhm.
We all know that basketball is a game of chemistry.
It is.
Okay, you got to practice. You have to go to training camps, and you didn't do none of that.
We talking about practice? We talking about practice?
James Harden need all the practice he can get. Okay,
Yeah, he in your top 10.
he's in the top 10 based on his stats and his ability to play the game. Let's not get it twisted. When James Harden shows up to work, he is a player you want on your team for basketball skill only. Same with Kyrie. I'm not picking too many point guards after Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving, right? Drew Holiday, of course. Dame Dollar is in there too.
Mhm.
But let's go. Let's be serious. Handle-wise, basketball IQ, it don't get much better than Kyrie Irving.
Skill wise.
But back to James Harden, Philly did the right thing because he is a chemistry killer.
So you did.
He is a chemistry killer because here's the problem. What Philly has to now worry about is protecting Joel Embiid. because he's a follower. He doesn't listen. He'll get on TV and say, this James Harden thing is just driving me crazy. And he'll be asking for his trade next. He'll be out of there next. Joel Embiid.
He's definitely on.
If he makes it to All-Star break.
I won't even give him past game 20.
The thing with cancers, the thing with people that have poor judgment, you keep them away from your team to protect your team. So Philly, in my opinion, did the right thing. You want to get out, now figure it out.
First of all, horrible impression. Horrible.
It was pretty bad, but he does talk a little slow.
A little bit.
He does talk a little slow.
My thing about this.
Have you ever seen him cry?
Please. That is the ugliest.
Joel
cry.
Embiid.
Every grown man, it looks horrible when he cries. So having cameras in your face is just horrendous.
That was a pretty bad impression, but I stand by what I said.
My thing about that is this. I don't think
he's a follower.
I don't think Embiid is a follower. They've asked Embiid about this. He's dumbed it down just like he dumbed it down with Ben Simmons. I mean, what can he say? These people are, I ain't gonna say nutcases, but I don't know what they do in their personal time. I don't know how they thinking. I don't know what their thought pattern is. I'm just here to play for the 76ers. Do I think Embiid is gone? I don't think he's gone this year. I think next year he'll probably get out of here.
Well, but I think he only has 2 years on his contract.
I think they're going to force his hand because when I say force his hand, I mean because this James Harden situation has gotten very ugly, and this isn't new for me. I mean, new for us for James Harden. But my thing about this is when a team stop you from getting on a plane, they tie to Yoch, and when they get tied to Yoch, it's only so much longer that you're going to be out the door.
How long do you think?
I think someone has to want him. The thing is, nobody wants him.
People want him, but they don't want to pay the price that Morey wants.
1 year left,
but they don't want to pay the price that Morey wants. So, because with the Clippers, he could go to the Clippers, but they not like we want that young point guard to go over. They're like, y'all not taking my young point guard for him. Y'all get these draft picks, and he asked for the kitchen sink. He asked for everything and a kitchen sink for James Harden. They're like, James Harden not that good no more. And so, and then he becomes an issue. So my thing about it is, do I think the 76ers did him bogus? I think they did him bogus. I also
how? James Harden has been doing everybody bogus.
No, I'm gonna tell you how. If I talk to you, if me and Kesey have a conversation, hey Kesey, I'm gonna do you this favor, but just hook me up later. He like, yeah, I got you. And then when it come time for him to hook me up, he like, nah.
That's why I said no walking in.
Listen.
No, hold on. This is how you start the season off? I don't know if you start the season like this.
What? I don't even know what we're talking about, man.
So, anyways, my thing about that is like when you James
perfect soundbite.
So James Harden,
the saga begins.
So James Harden, I don't feel necessarily bad for him, and I see where the 76ers are coming from. It's just one of them things where it's just like you said. I mean, this might be a situation where you get hit. Hey, it is what it is at this point.
So I'll tell you like this:
do you think James Harden will? How do you think he'll last the All-Star break
with Sixers?
Yeah,
it's hard to say, man, because he shouldn't have made it through the summer, but he did.
That's what I'm saying. I think he, and then Daniel Morey, whoever he is, he waits to the last minute. He'll wait to the last minute, like, all right, I got to get you up out of
here. If anything, it's going to cost Philly more money. I mean, they'll buy him out.
I don't think they're going to buy him out. They're going to trade him. But he's not going to, neither side is going to be happy with it.
No, because he wants to go to the Clippers. And the Clippers obviously are interested in him, especially since the Drew Holiday trade fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
But unless you're giving up young talent and draft pick, the Clippers don't have much to offer in the first place. They traded everything but the kitchen sink to get Paul George.
I don't think they have. I don't want to say that. I just think they're like, we're not going to give you everything for this guy who is aging, and he's not who he used to be. He's not who he used to be.
I don't know, man. Kawhi Leonard don't deal well with foolishness.
Here, real quick. Kendrick Perkins said the Lakers should look into getting James Harden.
To do what?
For what?
Him, Anthony Davis, LeBron James?
Nah. LeBron ain't going. You show up to the Lakers talking about you ain't coming to practice. Nah. LeBron ain't going.
Look,
LeBron.
We're
I'm
talking
telling
about
you-
the court.
I'm
We're
telling-
talking about on the
I'm
court.
telling you right now,
These three.
LeBron
No.
is done with that.
No.
Bringing in another superstar
Yeah.
experiment.
no,
He'd rather have 100 role players now.
Yeah, LeBron just
It ain't worth it.
career. LeBron does not have time to babysit overpaid stars.
So you mean to tell me James Harden, Anthony Davis, LeBron ain't
James Harden?
making it do what it do?
James Harden likes the ball in his hand, and LeBron does too. That's not going to work. KD didn't need the ball in his hands. Joel Embiid never has the balls in his hands. Okay, he never has it in his hands. LeBron and James Harden won't function well on the same team together. He is not Dwayne Wade by a long shot.
I mean, everybody's Dwayne Wade when
But
it
I
comes
heard,
to LeBron
ain't you
James.
the one who said James Harden was better than Dwayne
I
Wade?
didn't say that.
I said
Oh,
that.
that was him.
I didn't say
I
that.
did- I
Oh,
said
that was that fool.
No,
Okay.
I said that.
Yeah,
I stuck
you
by
said
that.
Oh yeah,
stuck
that's
by
that
that.
stupid fool.
I stuck by
bet
that.
you
I'm
do.
sticking by that.
Pity the fool.
I stick by that. I stick by that. He said James Harden top 10. I said,
Ooh,
whoa,
who's not?
James
What?
Harden not top 10.
It's pretty close.
So then why he wouldn't
For this season, based
this
on
season.
last.
For this
it's pretty
season,
close.
based on
That's
last,
pretty close.
him, LeBron
close.
James, AD.
It's pretty close. No, it doesn't mean they need to be on the same team.
All right.
Would you want Giannis and Joker on the same team?
Absolutely. That's two unselfish players.
So who's gonna take less of a role then if they're on the same team?
You think Joker wouldn't be cool with 10, 15, and 10?
I don't know, man. Joker's created his own thing over
Joker is the
there. Speaking
man,
of which,
Joker be like, hey, Joker, why don't you sit out half the season? You can go play with your horses. Oh, okay. I'm gone.
it does. It's look. Well, I think what we've learned from the LeBron experience, the Steph Curry experience.
Just Steph Curry.
Top players don't always work on the same team, and it shouldn't work.
Well, we're gonna find out in Milwaukee. because
Well, you
we
see who had the ball in his hand with
Hey,
with 18 seconds left.
under 5 minutes. It's dangerous.
Well, you heard what Giannis said, and I need to ask, how do y'all feel about
We'll
what
get
Giannis
to that.
said?
We'll get there in a minute. We'll get there in a second. I'm saying we'll get there in a minute. We'll get there in a minute. Really quickly. Before we get the Bucks talk.
We're starting already.
Yes, sir, boss.
Right. Yes, sir, Doug. Yes, sir.
Anyways,
Go ahead.
what did you guys learn from the first good NBA?
In Kesey's words, it's too early to tell.
Really?
What I listened to,
You didn't learn any. If you learned nothing, just say I ain't learned nothing.
No, it's too early to tell. I learned from one game that the Bucks appear to have a really good roster.
Mm-hmm.
I learned from one game that without Bradley Beal, Phoenix can still be very dangerous. I learned from one game that Victor Wingspan will not be a bust.
Can I get there?
You said it.
I did say that.
You said it.
I said it.
You said
I
it.
did say
Remember,
that. I did say he's
You
trash.
got to get the game 20.
I'm gonna give you even more. For me, you have this season, you have to get to NBA Cup. Okay, which is coming up in 3 weeks.
This is starting in 3 weeks. It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get to NBA Cup because here's the thing: people think the players don't care about this. Yes, they do. Yes, they
A
do.
little bit. I think they do.
Yes, they do. Because for some of them, this NBA Cup might be the closest thing to a
I don't like
championship that
I
they
don't like
get.
that. I don't
Because
like
they
that.
call it the championship.
I
It's
don't
the
like that.
in-season championship.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either, but it's the closest thing that some of them might get to a title.
I don't like
So
that.
around NBA Cup time, let's start talking about it. I think it's too soon to tell because, again, I think what we've seen,
I'm actually
Bucks are resting Middleton tonight. Miami's resting their whole roster tomorrow night.
What roster?
Whatever. But in the beginning, you can get highlights, but I don't think you can really assess a team. Like Detroit, they had a great first game. They lost.
Mhm.
So the period of coaching's helping a little bit. They scored 100+ points, but you can't make a decision off of 3 games.
I'm not saying making decisions is something that just kind of caught your eye. Was like,
The Bucks are going to be fun to watch.
all right, what do you got, Keith? Something that caught. I guess it either caught your eye or something that you was like that you learned that going. It's like, oh, okay, all right. If it's nothing, it's nothing. You want to save yours for the 20 games? That's fine.
I've learned Denver gonna be just as good as they was last year,
Or if not better.
if not better.
If not better.
Because watching that Laker game in Denver,
Destroyed them.
it looks like the same type of atmosphere when they beat them in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Really
They're
quick,
going to
man.
be tough, and
Denver
and
might
they
be a
were
dynasty.
and they were like putting people on the bench early. Like Porter and them wasn't even playing it a lot.
He didn't have a good game. Well, I'll say this. Let me say this. What I've learned in the first week, Victor Wingspan is not trash. I'm gonna get his name right now. He's not trash.
When you Nambi,
What?
Victor Wembanyama.
Well, I said he wasn't trash. Let's take
Let's
one
just
step
take
at a time.
that.
Let's take it one step at a time. He's not trash. As a matter of fact, he's an issue. I've seen him
He's
try
a
to.
problem.
He's an issue. Like even on the defense.
How do you guard that? Put your hand up.
No, I know what you're going.
Put your hand up.
I know where you're going. It's just like I don't. When you talk about
You know what I'm saying? How do you guard that?
like Steph tried to shoot over him, Clay tried to shoot over him, Kyrie
It's like
tried to
this,
shoot
bro.
over him.
It's like
I don't care what your handles is. When somebody is that long, you can't shoot over this person.
cannot.
That's
Okay,
crazy to
and
me.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
And he's shooting up threes.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you
And
like
he
this.
taking three. The reason San Antonio lost that first game because he was in foul trouble, or he would have had 25 to 30.
But my thing is,
Go ahead.
it's the first 3 games, like you said, right?
That's true.
He's a rookie.
Victor Wembanyama ain't hit game 20 of an NBA season yet.
I mean, we can always
That's
you
that
know,
rookie.
over the
That's
year.
when everybody. That's when most rookies hit that wall. Game 20 to 25, maybe 30 sometimes,
Mhm.
where they start to slow down because now it's like, dang,
I'm
I got to
tired.
do this all over
I'm
again,
tired.
and I ain't even faced the Clippers. I ain't even faced the Lakers. I ain't even faced the Bucks. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
He
Because Brook Lopez is going to be a problem for somebody like him.
Why you say
'cause
that?
Brook
Oh,
Lopez
bring him
is-
out to the perimeter.
Because Brook can bring him out to the perimeter, and Brook can post him up. And Brook is 7'2". You know what I'm saying? He ain't facing nobody like Brook. He ain't facing Embiid yet,
That's true.
or Cat.
or Cat.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't faced
Anthony.
the Joker yet.
He ain't faced the Joker yet.
So
Besides,
He ain't even faced Anthony Davis yet.
I think also too, to add to your point, what else surprises me, and you all know me, I'm a huge Drew Holiday fan. Shout out to Drew and Lauren Holiday, great people from Milwaukee. Boston might have a chemistry problem.
they don't have a leader.
Boston might have a chemistry problem.
They
I
don't-
watched them play.
They don't have a leader.
I watched Holiday have not so good stat line in that first game.
Mhm.
Very concerning. Second game, he did a little better. But I don't know. Boston might have a chemistry issue.
You know what I think it is on some real stuff. I don't think he want to play there. You can tell his body language. I feel and I see that. I feel sad. It makes me feel sad. Like you don't want to. You don't want to be here.
That Drew don't want to be there.
You don't want to be there. It just feels sad.
That chemistry is off.
But they have a leader. You can just tell, like from the coach to Jason Tatum to Jaylen Brown, like there is like taking away Marcus Smart. I ain't even finished my list, but taking away Marcus Smart from that team, got these guys just playing, not playing together, just playing. Now this is game. What everybody's played about at least 2 games.
And they have a
But
payroll problem.
It just looks like, of course you would say that, but it just looks like
They do.
they just playing.
They have a bigger payroll than the Golden State Warriors now.
What do you mean just playing? What does just playing mean?
Like there's no, like you said, there's no chemistry there. There's no, like when it comes down to it, because I think that
You don't know who's gonna be the person who's gonna be taking the shot.
yeah,
Because White
I'll say
look
this.
like he want to be the person who take the shots.
I think White trying to see is slowly but surely stepping into that. But I think that like when you come down, I paid $300 million for Jaylen Brown.
Mistake.
My thing about that is, and we've talked about this, Jason Tatum gonna want at least 350. He'll be
Jason Tatum's gonna want 4.
I don't want
He's gonna want the super max. He's gonna want the
his Supermax
super
is not
max.
4, is it?
His super max, you can get
Look that up.
Like
385, I think.
Look that up.
no, it's like 4 something, like 410.
I hope
I
I
was gonna say, and Jason Tatum
But
is a
besides
super
that,
max player.
besides that, it just doesn't look. It just looks a lack of chemistry, like Dre said. It's easy to say that they only play like 2 games together, and I think they won both of them, but it just doesn't look good per se. I think the Bucks do look good. They probably look the most, and the way Dame.
Don't say that.
The way.
Come on, don't be a fan because we barely beat them. We barely beat them.
Hey, no. Hold
Bucks
on.
look good,
I
but
gotta
don't say
this.
they look the best. We barely beat them.
I said they look the best because we have 2 superstars who are humble enough to be like, oh, I'll take the last shot. Oh, you could take the last shot. I'm not tripping. The way Giannis is like, I know Dame is a closer. Real quick, what's the number?
Boston's payroll is actually the 6th highest, but going into next season, it's the 2nd highest next to the Phoenix Suns at $195 million.
We talking about
so
I'm just correcting.
So Tatum's
is
is 318.
So he can get 318 next year.
Yeah,
his next max.
His next max is 318.
Okay, so that's not crazy.
But that's like 4 years though.
But still, it's not crazy.
318 in 4 years.
400 mil in 4 years. Whoa.
Because what was Brown? 300.
300 and
like 290.
So you said how much? 318 for 4 years? That's $79.5 million
a year.
Yes. Now, if they throw that 5th-year option in there, which they probably will for that kind of money, okay. If they throw that 5th-year option in there, that's $63 million. That's Giannis money right now.
He'll deserve it.
He'll deserve it, but
well, I just don't like the way that.
So then you're saying they're letting Holiday walk away.
Oh, yeah, I don't think he's gonna be there.
Wait.
So my thing about that is, I think the Bucks do. Honestly, I think the Bucks look good. I think what's it called look good too, though.
Oh,
Golden State. Golden State look good even without Draymond. They look good. And so
Steph is coming for that title, y'all.
A couple things, real quick. The Lakers.
Got one in the car.
The Lakers are not who we thought they were. I'm sorry.
They are not. Well,
no, they are not. I don't care about all these people they added. Everybody was talking about the Lakers had the best offseason. They look like they're gonna be in the same position they were in last year.
They went to the conference finals.
They won't this year,
but they did. You can't say that they went to the conference.
They already
finals.
won a game because remember they lost their first. They lost their first 10, so they already ahead of the game already. So we're gonna go there with them this year.
My thing about this is this,
they lost their first 12 or 13. Didn't they?
They first 10 games. It was like 3-7 or something like that.
They lost more. They lost their first 10 games. They
couldn't
beat
like
nobody.
3-13. It was something crazy.
It was low, but they didn't lose 10 straight.
It was something crazy.
Darvin Ham wouldn't have made it.
No, it was like 10 games under 500 or something like that. I don't know what the exact record was, but
they lost like their first 10.
It wasn't their first 10. But my thing about it is, I think the Lakers are they're not who we thought they were. The Nuggets did look as good as they did last year. They picked up right where they left off. Unless the 76ers get this James Harden situation together, they're gonna be at the bottom of the barrel.
Zeke will appreciate this. A quick segue, just quick. The Green Bay Packers are rebuilding. You know, we normally start the show off with anecdotes. The Green Bay Packers are rebuilding, so that should make you happy.
They don't have a choice. There's no love in Green Bay.
Literally, he is not the answer. But you know what? I got to say this. You've been actually tolerable this season.
What do you mean? I know y'all going to be garbage. Which one to talk? Which one to rub it in? I mean, y'all going to be garbage. Y'all coming in trash.
The Cowboys would have sucked. Oh, we would have rubbed it in hard.
Exactly. I'm not like y'all, though.
Yes, you are. You're
Cowboys fans, we have class. Be like, hey.
Yeah.
Here's what it is. But y'all.
The back of the class.
Y'all coming into the season. At least we gonna make the playoffs. Y'all won't be making nothing. Y'all are trash.
We are bad. Listen, I have not watched the Packer game since I've been to Atlanta.
I watched them all.
I can't do it, man. It's hard to watch, man.
Nah,
reminds me of when the Bucks sucked.
All right, they lost their first 6 games last year.
Really?
They did, but they didn't go 0-10.
So
let me tell you something about the Lakers. Another thing about the Lakers, real quick.
They played the Warriors first. Remember the Warriors put the pause on them. The Clippers put the pause on them. Remember, right after that, Portland beat them. The Nuggets beat them. Minnesota beat them.
This last year?
Yeah. Yep. They lost all Western Conference teams. In fact, they couldn't beat a team in the Western Conference last season.
And then they came on and beat the Nuggets to get over that hump. They had lost their first 6, and then they played the Nuggets again
Oh yeah,
and
I
beat
remember
them.
that, actually.
And they beat the Pelicans back. And then the Jazz put the pause on them. Then the Cavaliers put the pause on them.
Real quick, another thing.
So they were like 1-10, I think it was.
So another quick takeaway from this season: Memphis is going to be bad for until John Moran get back. I don't see. I think what's his name? Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is going to be taking more shots than he should be. And it's not the thing about Marcus Smart is when he came out of college, he was a scorer.
Yeah.
And as time went by, he became a defensive player. But it's hard. I honestly believe it's hard to go back to that scorer when you're used to being a defensive player. And so he's going to feel like he needs to take more shots and so on and so forth. Derrick Rose is older, so
But he
he's
always
not
took
doing,
quite a few shots, even when
he was shooting, but when am I paying attention to him? Like, so when Morant come back, then it's like I'm not really paying. Then you can kind of fall in the background, and get them open threes. Now I'm hitting you at half. I'm D'ing you up at half.
I just don't understand why Derrick Rose don't get enough minutes.
Derrick Rose older.
Derrick Rose is old.
I know he's older, but he's not horrible.
He's not horrible, but he's older. And if
And
you
I think
gave him, if he played 30, 35 minutes, you would see it. By the time that 35th minute, 30th minute come by, you would see, but oh, you old.
No,
He gets spurts.
He gets about 13, 14 minutes a game. He should be getting like 22.
I would play him a little. I would play him.
Right now, he should be getting about 22 to 25 minutes a game.
Game is too.
Well, they got
fast
Marcus Smart. You know, they got Marcus. You're not playing D Rose over Marcus Smart, are you?
Yeah.
Well, D Rose is kind of a defensive liability, wouldn't you say so?
Yeah. Oh, real quick. Well, I'll save it for Bucks talk. But yeah, so those are my takeaways from the beginning of the season. I'm just looking at teams playing and stuff like that. But anyway, to close the first episode of season 4 out, let's have a little Bucks talk.
Yeah.
Their first home opener they look good.
They look great.
But I will say,
how was it, man? Well, first of all, because this is what we do on 94 Feet.
I'm listening.
Zeke did something that none of us have done yet. He did the standing room.
Whoa! Why would you put my business out?
That's not bad. We just want to know how it was
It was
experienced.
horrible. What are you talking about?
That's not putting your business out there.
Let's not sugarcoat this.
I'm not trying to be funny. I just want you to share with the people. How was the standing room only? Is that like beyond nosebleed? Is it bad? Is
You
it
know what is that? I'm sorry.
What happened?
Is it a part? I'm being for real.
Why would you ask me that?
Is it a
Why would you ask me that though?
What
How
happened?
is it ride? How is it?
What happened?
No. Hold on, skid take a Kesey.
Hold on.
How is it riding a track? Is it smooth? Is it? I mean, when you gotta really yank that shit,
Yeah,
when
like,
you gotta really shake
how
that
does it
gear
feel
shaft. How does it feel?
How's it go from being in a Lexus to going to a Pinto?
Make,
How does it feel? How does it feel?
make those
How does
real
it feel going
make-
40 on the highway? You're supposed to be going 60. What do you mean?
make those far back Jockey Club tickets look real good, don't they?
You know, this is just like 94.
I'm trying to figure out what happened.
We'll talk about it off mic.
No, I just
Why?
want to know. Zeke went to the opening game. How was opening game energies? Forget the standing room only.
Time out. That's how you should have started it off. You know what? We finna wrap this up. We are wrapping this episode up because I don't have
No.
friends.
No.
I don't have them. I don't have friends. And this is what we talking about. This is the type of stuff we talk about. Why would you ask me that? Instead of you saying, hey man, how was the game? We didn't get a chance to go. Who did you have fun?
I was
Why
sick.
did you start? No, why did you start it off? How was it sitting up there? How was it? What do you mean? How was it?
Dude,
What do you mean?
how did I miss that?
How do you go? How was it from driving a Lexus to driving that 98?
No, seriously.
That 98 Toyota Corolla
Seriously.
going 60
The-
with a speed limit 70.
The
How was it?
The standing room only experience. Okay, we didn't like it. What was the energy like in the opening game?
It was good. The energy was good. It was
missed
packed out. It was packed out. It was good. And I think Dane gave us. I think he had the best intro out of anybody who it has a new team this year.
Do you see Giannis playing? Because I couldn't watch it. I was so under the weather. Is Giannis, and it's only been one game,
Mm.
is he embracing, and Kesey went to a game, a preseason game, is he a Batman?
I don't want to say a Batman. I think he's European. I think European guys just want to win. They don't care how it gets done. And be honest, to be really 100 with you, if Dame didn't play, we'd have lost that game. Because Dame, I hate it's like this too. Dame, and the reason we got Dame because he's a closer, and he closed out the 76ers. I think Drew was missing that element of his game. I don't think we really brought him for that. Every guy we really brought here was for Giannis, to elevate Giannis' game. And I think Dame is on an island by himself, like, hey, I don't need to elevate his game. He could just kick me the ball and watch me work. And so with the injury to Chris Middleton, he's on minutes restriction right now. He started the game, but he didn't finish it.
I don't even know what he's laughing at.
You know exactly what he's laughing at. And I'm low-key trying not to laugh at it myself. But it's just one of them things where it was a good experience besides sitting up there.
I was being honest because it looks like it's a
why
party.
would you frame the question?
It looks like it was a party. What was the energy like?
It was good energy.
And good energy.
Sold out. It was Dame t-shirts, Dame hoodies, all over the place. It was good energy.
Did you get one?
No, I ain't like them.
Yeah.
Why?
They was some real. You'll see them.
It looked like fan reunion shirts.
Low key,
iron their face on.
A little
stuff.
bit.
Yeah,
Or the ones you make at school in a print shop.
Yeah, something like that. It wasn't a smooth jersey, and it wasn't a smooth hoodie like that. Yeah, and I was like, we'll see what happens.
Continue with your Bucks questions.
But
What's up? No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Giannis signed a 3-year extension. He said he didn't even look at the contract; he just signed it right away. I was like, okay, love.
Yeah, right.
What you think?
Yeah, he looked at that.
I don't think he looked at the contract. I think when he said, I think he was like, the money didn't matter. And I think that's real cool. I think he said that real cool. My question for y'all is, for the table, estimated wins this year.
Yeah, the Bucks estimated wins is, God bless us for having Dame.
50 or 50.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
The Bucks win-loss column also depends on Chris Middleton's health. We cannot underestimate what Chris Middleton brings to that Bucks team. A healthy Chris Middleton, and I'm talking no more than 20 games missed. The Bucks can be in the high 50s, low 60s. We've done it before.
Oh, high 50s, low 60s.
Yeah,
so
we've done it before.
So you're saying between 55 and
No,
60.
I'm going to answer it this way. Bucks are a number 1 or number 2 seed with a healthy Chris Middleton. A number 1 or a number 2. So that's 55 or more.
I say this Dame trade can have middle 60.
Middle 60s?
No, I'm saying this. I'm saying 60 plus. But I also think that I think having Dame, I see Middleton with that second unit. This is what I hate about the Bucks that I've seen just from the home opener. What's his name, Kesey? The second year guy who scored 80. He scored Beauchamp.
Bro,
every time Beauchamp
is looking like a great 6th man of the year or most improved player. Wait, because is he 6 or is Bobby 6? I haven't watched it.
He's like 7 and
8.
Bobby is 6.
And he put up 18 and like 8 off the bench in the first game.
Oh, he did?
Beauchamp, yes, he did.
He had 18 first game?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
What was I going to say? I didn't like the fact that I was just gonna say I didn't like the fact he wasn't getting no clock like that.
Who, Beauchamp?
Beauchamp.
He didn't really need it though.
He did. I think he does need it.
What about Adrian Griffin? Is he proven to be a good coach so far?
Hold on a second. Beauchamp had 4.
Okay, man, I'm confusing it with the
preseason,
the Memphis game. My bad. Yeah. You're right.
He had 4 points, and I'm like, well, hold on. I was at the game. He had 16 minutes, 4 points.
So
he haven't
quick,
shot the ball that much. My thing about that is
real quick.
Go ahead.
James Harden is expected to attend the 76ers home opener tonight against the Trailblazers and join the team on the bench. Harden completed the team's pregame walkthroughs as well. That's according to Shams from The Athletic. But it doesn't sound like he's going to play. But go ahead.
I can see that. But
Who's going to play?
James Harden.
Doesn't sound like he's going to play.
My thing about that is that I want him to do better and have a better opportunity, but I don't see how he can with this roster. Beauchamp.
Quite
And
frankly,
he
do we really
showed-
believe the Bucks roster? Take out the fandom, take out Dame. Do we really believe this Bucks roster is that deep?
I think so.
I like the Bucks roster.
I didn't say if you liked it because I like the roster. I said, do we believe this is a deep roster?
Take away the fan. Do we need a deep roster?
Yes, we do.
I don't think we do.
Yeah, let me tell you like this.
I don't think we
This is how I'm gonna take from what I've seen from the game I went to. The Bucks can be as deep as 10, and they can be as deep as 6.
Break that down for someone
And-
that's never played basketball.
Break
And
that
how
down
I
for
break
me.
that down is because Dame can go out there and put on enough show with 4 other bench players and still look good.
So we could be Portland 2.0 then.
Giannis can also do the same thing. So if you look
I see what you're saying.
at how their dynamics can be, and you can interchange the two of them, and at least one of them is on the floor at all times, we're deep. If
So-
you look at it that way.
So let me ask you this question then. Do you like the second unit?
Who's taking the second unit? Because we
Pat
don't know yet.
Connington, Bobby Portis, Marjan Beauchamp,
I like Payne
Michael Beasley,
and Payne.
and
Beasley
Cameron.
starts.
Beasley starts.
starts.
Who?
He starts for us.
Yeah, he do.
Since when?
What do you mean? Since when he started shooting guard?
We know we run
No,
with. No, we
It's
don't.
Dame.
It's
It's
Dame.
Dame, Beasley, Middleton, Giannis, Brook.
Okay. Payne.
Crowder, Bobby.
I thought Crowder was getting the nod.
No,
Nope.
he not.
Nope.
Because he a small forward.
Yeah.
Crowder,
Hey,
Crowder,
okay.
Bobby, Beauchamp, Payne, and Connington.
okay. It's not bad. Who's the point guard?
Payne. You know what? We'll talk about this next week a little bit because
I need to see a couple more
that's
games.
what I'm saying.
I need to see a couple more
Tonight,
games.
we going to the game tonight. Surprise, surprise. I won't be sitting in the standing room, but we going to the game tonight. I want y'all to take a good look at they second unit.
You know
I don't think you're gonna like it.
you know what time
I
it is
feel-
tonight.
I don't think you're gonna like it, to be honest with you.
It's Dame time.
You don't think I'm gonna like the second unit?
I don't think you're gonna
And
like
it's
it.
also
He ain't been looking good this year.
it's taco time.
It is taco time.
Oh, it is
Although I
taco.
heard they were closed when y'all went.
The first game I went to, they was closed. They wasn't open. I was a
Oh, no,
little
preseason?
disappointed. Yeah. I went to the last preseason game and they wasn't open.
I don't like that.
I was a little disappointed.
Yeah.
Should be.
Better be
My
open
feelings
tonight.
was hurt, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie. So I had to have some Chick-fil-A.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
A $40 sandwich.
Huh.
Anyways, this
Don't-
has been another episode of 94 Feet
No
Podcast.
season predictions? on
Not
this
yet, not
episode?
yet.
Okay.
Thank my brother Kesey. This is Dre clown me.
I
Kesey,
didn't
you don't think my
clown.
brother Kesey coming through?
Appreciate it.
My brother Dre, even though he clowned me.
It was great season 4 kickoff, folks. So before we move on, I have to say this because, we have to educate people on our stuff. So real quick, our podcast now, we have reached, I don't know if Tone is listening. Tone, can you come in the studio? We have reached, I believe, this is like our 95th episode, I think.
Why you just didn't talk about this at the beginning of the episode?
Well, I mean, because obviously I didn't want to you go ruining my intro again. I didn't
You
want
was gonna do that regardless.
I didn't want to. It wasn't on my mind, but I wanted to see here. We are for our episodes. We are at number. Let's see. So this is number 89. So next week will be our 90th episode, folks. We are 10 episodes away from 100.
Mm-hmm.
So our hot 100, we got to do something big.
Let's do a giveaway.
Whatever that is,
What the?
whatever that
let's
is,
do a
I'm gonna go
giveaway.
here.
We'll talk about this off mic.
Maybe some in studio audience interaction. But for our 100th episode, we got to do something big. So we got about 3 months to think about what episode 100 looks like. But this is season 5, y'all. Our ratings are 5.0 on Apple Podcasts. So make sure you go like us and rate us so you can keep these numbers up for us. Just want to put that out there.
100th episode.
So you know,
100.
So we done dealt with your shit for 100
Oh,
episodes.
man, back to back.
And then you got the nerve to fix your face when we say let's do a gift.
Well, standing room.
and on that note, I'd like to thank no one. And
oh man.
anyways, so you can reach us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You can also listen to us on all streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, SoundCloud. Agree with us?
Probably not.
This is 94 Feed Podcast. Peace.